This is the Instax Mini Evo, and it may just look like a good-looking retro-esque Fujifilm Instax camera, but in actuality, this right here doubles as both a photo printer and a digital camera. Let's talk about it. If you've never heard of Instax cameras before, well, they are the kind of cameras that allows you to load photo paper inside the camera body, which makes them a photo printer at the same time a camera. Well, what makes the Instax Mini Evo different then? It's not just its elegant and retro-esque design, it has the ability to view the photo first before printing, opposed to Instax cameras before. The moment you snap the photo, you are committed to that photo and the camera will print the photo whether you like it or not. So the Instax Mini Evo is definitely a game changer because it allows you to be more precise with what photos you want. So what makes the Instax Mini Evo different from any other Instax cameras is its ability to view the photo first before you print it out. Unlike, let's say, this Instax Mini 8, the moment you snap the photo, it's going to eject the photo straight out of the top. But with the Instax Mini Evo, you can actually view the photo first before you print it. And how do you do that? Well, you might have guessed it right. There is a screen at the back right here, which just shows you the photo you just took. So let's say I were to take a photo right now and view the photo, and let's pretend that for some reason I do not like the photo that I just took. Compared to the Instax Mini 8, the moment you hit that shutter or take a photo, this camera right here will print it out right away. You have no choice, you have no say whether you want that photo printed or not. But with this camera right here, you can just redo it. So yeah, you can just retake the photo, and let's pretend you actually like that photo. All you need to do is now just pull on this lever all the way, and right now it's gonna print the photo out. So as you can see, the photo is being printed, and now you have a physical photo that you just printed using a digital camera. How cool is that? It's not as sensitive as some Polaroid cameras because the photo of Polaroid cameras, you have to hide it from light. But with this one is not as meticulous. You can just place it in your pocket, place it on the table, wait for a few minutes, and it's gonna develop on the same spot that you took it. So here's the photo we just took. So as you can see or imagine, you can save a lot of film through this process, because believe me when I say it that you are gonna waste a lot of film when you are just starting out with instant photography. Like, I've wasted so many shots by using my Instax Mini 99 and my wife's Instax Mini 8. Most of the shots, maybe 40% or 50% of every film cartridge that I were to use were wasted because maybe it was too overexposed. Whereas if I had the Instax Mini Evo at that time, I could have selected the shots that I would print. So yeah, this definitely will save you a lot of money when it comes to printing photos. Like, look at the amount of film cartridges I have. So believe it when I say that the Instax Mini Evo is definitely a game changer just by having that feature alone of being able to choose the photo before you print it. So the second thing that makes the Instax Mini Evo different from any other Instax cameras out there is its ability to be used as a printer. Not the same way that I just told you about, wherein you take a photo with this camera and print it out from here, but this can also be connected to your smartphone. So if you have any photos in your smartphone that you want printed out, you can connect to this using the app, the Instax Mini Evo app, and you can print whatever photos you have in there. Which also means you can use cameras like your Sony a6700, a7 IV, whatever Instax or whatever digital cameras you have, download the photos into your phone and print it out from this Instax Mini Evo, which will produce a lot more sharper images than you would if you just use the built-in camera on this thing, because the built-in camera is already good enough. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can actually use your smartphone's camera or your actual digital cameras. So one more thing that separates the Instax Mini Evo from other Instax cameras is its lens. So this has a 28mm with an aperture of f2, which is actually game-changing because with the Instax Mini 8, this has about, I think, a 60mm lens with a f12.5 lens, which makes this a very poor low-light performer, whereas this one, since it has a f2.0 lens, it will perform better in low light. So in theory, you can get more mileage with this camera in different situations. You're not just limited to shooting in daytime. You don't have to rely on the flash, because the only way you can use an Instax Mini 8 in low light is by using the flash. But since the Instax Mini Evo has an f2.0 lens, this is more sensitive to light, which means you can get more better low light performance with the Instax Mini Evo than any other Instax cameras out there right now, come to think of it, right? Because f12 point something opposed to f2 is really a big difference. So the last thing that the Instax Mini Evo does that other Instax cameras cannot is the ability to use filtering effects within the camera, or color effects that you can add to the photos within the camera. I only know one camera that can do that within the Instax Mini lineup, which is the Instax Mini 99, which I reviewed a while back. So the only difference between this and that is that that one does it analogly, and this one is digital, which because there is a screen over here. So you can choose the different coloring effects, like let's pretend you want to use vignette or soft focus, blur. I actually love vignette. So the dial over here, you can choose different color effects like normal, vivid, pale. So it's up to you what kind of filtering effects you want to bake into the photo before you print it. So you can get different outputs just by this alone, like mixing these two different dials, right? Opposed to just using a normal Instax camera, the moment you snap the photo, it will just try to replicate that same scene. But with this one, it gives you creative flexibility. So there's only one con that I've found when using the Instax Mini Evo, and that is it takes away from the analog nature of Instax cameras, because Instax cameras were made with analog in mind, if you know what I mean. You grab a camera, there's no digital interface inside, you can just zone out from the digital world. But the Instax Mini Evo, because of that feature of being able to view the photo first using a screen and then you print it, takes you back to the digital world, if you know what I mean. So who is this camera for? I guess it's not for the die-hard film camera guys, like analog camera guys. This is not probably going to be for you, but you could leave it in your bag if you want to change it up a little bit, wherein you want to maybe save up on some money before you print out the physical copies of your photos inside. So yeah, this was just a quick video talking about the Instax Mini Evo. If you found this video helpful, leave a like, comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.